Sometimes I'll turn on some music or put some headphones on, but I'll just close my eyes and I pretty much picture the last 10 feet of flight on the ball. If I know where I'm pitching, I'll see myself in like a bird's eye view in that setting. If I know who I'm facing, or at least some of the kids on the team, which I do today, I'll picture myself facing them, striking them out, busting them inside with a fastball or painting a fastball on the outside corner. Picture myself dropping in curveballs for strikes, burying a curveball on the back foot for a swing and miss, picturing my changeup fading away and out of the way of the bat. And it's just like really fast. Like I see 10 pitches like that. Like I just picture that last 10 feet of flight and it's just like boom, 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 and then I just move it around wherever I want to see it.
Balance of a life lived as a teenager and an elite athlete. It's an incredibly unique challenge, to say the least. Your family, your goals, your friends, your choices, your training, your academics, all are elements of utmost importance. Left-handed pitcher Matthew Liberatore has walked that fine line and managed to keep everything in its proper place and perspective, while doing so under pressure and scrutiny that would shrink so many. In the process, he has become one of the most sought-after arms in the 2018 draft.
I have a picture on my phone of me throwing at Chase Field when they used to have the radar gun up by where the little playground is now.
Yeah.
And I was like, what, 5?
Yep, this was a moment of discovery.
I think a lot of it comes from my dad and also my pitching coach, John. Just being super competitive my whole life, being able to really focus in on one thing at a time. I feel like I've been able to do it since I was probably 7 or 8 years old.
That one in the bucket is you too.
That's
Oh my
in the
God.
bucket. Very nice. In the first round, the Reds select this kid in the bucket.
We just hung those up like a month ago. Thought it was pretty cool. Chase Field, opening day, I want to say 2008, and Dan Herron's on the mound. At I throw 88 on Twitter.
Well, I would have been about right there during that game, calling that game. Mm-hmm. I was there too.
And then I got PG ball with all the guys' names on it. Trevor Hoffman's autograph.
May I?
Of course.
That's really cool. So these are all your teammates from the...
Yeah.
You won one of these bad boys, huh?
I did.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
You value your experiences.
Definitely.
This is really neat. In the fall, did you play much baseball?
I didn't play it all since my
You didn't
last...
pick one of those up at all in the fall?
No.
No.
They were yelling at me too, but
Who's they?
the balls. No, but after the championship game in Canada, I hadn't touched-
September-ish, right?
Yeah, I think it was like September 10th, I want to say. I didn't touch the ball, and I just worked out, focused on nutrition and putting on a little bit of muscle mass. And then I threw in our season opener at home against Boulder Creek. So that even when I don't have my best stuff, that I can still go out there and compete and work with what I have and give my team the best opportunity to win despite not maybe feeling my best.
He probably tells you guys about it. How many of these in-home visits have you had to have?
I did 28.
Oh my
I didn't do one with the Cubs, and my one with the Pirates was at area codes. So technically I had 29 meetings, but only 28 teams came to my house, and a couple teams came multiple times.
That's crazy.
It was a lot. I had 1 week where I did 7 in 1 week, And then that was also the week that Jay Johnson came down to visit because he was allowed to. And so I had 7 in-home meetings with teams and him coming to visit on 5 days.
What did they ask you about? Everything?
It honestly is everything, but they ask a lot about the mental side of the game, how I approach hitters, what I see in hitters. They asked a lot about the summer, guys that I faced, guys that I played with, who I liked, who I didn't like, who I thought was really good.
They had you do the scouting for them.
Yeah, honestly, a little
exactly
bit. It's smart by them.
Give us a visual on what it's like in that tiny little tunnel-like bullpen to have all kinds of men standing around you to warm up and to get ready to wind your way through them, and then to look up and see about 100 of them up there. What's that like? Give us a visual.
Honestly, I don't really see it. I noticed it before the game, and I'm kind of like, cool, whatever. But when I go out there, I kind of have that tunnel vision, I guess you could describe it as, where I don't see anything but the catcher's glove and the hitter and what's right in front of me, and outside of that, I just kind of zone it all out. I think we got a really good team this year. The one thing I think that's different about this year versus previous years is that our team isn't segregated. So like in previous years, we'd have like the upperclassmen were all friends and they always went and hung out together. And the underclassmen, if there are any on the team, were just kind of left to be. Yeah. And they ended up being friends and hanging out because they were forced to. But I remember feeling like I couldn't go and talk to the seniors and that they didn't want to talk to me, or the upperclassmen in general. And I hated that feeling because of it. I didn't want to be a part of the team because of that. And so as soon as I got the opportunity to be in the position of like a leadership role, I made sure that if we had any underclassmen on the team or any kids who maybe didn't feel comfortable, that they felt included and that they felt like they could talk to me or any of the other upperclassmen. And I think all our seniors this year feel that same way because they're all really good kids. They've all hung out with me for a long time, and so I know them. And so I talk to them about that and make sure that everybody feels like one team. And it's not, oh, we're seniors and you're freshmen, so you're going to go do all the mound work or you're going to do this or that. Like, we all contribute equally. And I think if everybody feels comfortable off the field, it's going to make it that much easier to go out on the field and compete. As everything's sort of built up, I've found how important it is to be able to have friends that I can go to and hang out with and things that I can do to take my mind away from that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And that's been super useful to have, especially these 2 people in my life.